And that's going to make, very interesting here, top 4 picks as well.
So if the Cardinals use the pick at number 3, if they don't trade it,
yeah,
and they're going to be in a position where they basically have the first pick in the draft because they're not looking quarterback. They've got Kyler Murray. Where do you think they are looking if they use the pick and don't swap out of that spot?
I do think it's D for sure. Defense for sure. You look at them, and the number one thing that you'll look at that's just glaring about them is you go, they don't have a pass rusher. They don't have one guy that you go, hey, there's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the other team's dropping back to threat pass, and we're in a tight football game or whatever, or we're winning by 7. We need somebody to close the game out here. That's where I would imagine they're thinking. Whether that's the Will Anderson from Alabama, whether it's the Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech, certainly. I know the DB that is my number 1 corner and a lot of people's number 1 corner, Devin Witherspoon. He's been thrown into that conversation at number 3. But I would expect more D-line, Mike. I would think it's one of those, and maybe even Jalen Carter. I think D-line in general is a need, for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, they just have so many needs.
Yeah, they do.
I prefaced the question by saying if they make the pick. But, boy, I'd be tempted to trade out of that spot just to get more lottery tickets, get more players at a low cost, develop them, hope we can get some of these right with Monty Austin-Fort, the new GM.
Right.
And just get volume, and don't put all your eggs in one basket with that 3rd pick in the draft. But it would be tempting because you basically have, as I said, the first pick. But you could get a lot more. And we always, look, teams at the top are always looking to trade down. The challenge is finding somebody who is willing to abandon the draft capital to move up. We've seen it this year with the Panthers. We've seen it from time to time in recent years. But it always seems like there's more teams, Chris, that want to move down than there are who want to move up.
It does.
Nobody ever wants to be criticized for not taking enough to move down.
Yeah, no, agreed. It does always seem that way. And then, Monty Austin-Fort being from New England, and gosh, he was sitting in the room all those years where Belichick was the king of trading down too. And I would, to your point, again, I would think that would certainly be on the radar for a team like that. Like you said, there's a lot of holes there. And that's a human being in Monty that I know trusts his process to think he's going to find value in later picks. And so that certainly is on the radar, Mike. Arizona is one in there. You just go, anything can happen for them right there at that pick number 3. I don't know what to expect. But if they stay, I do think it'll be defense 100%, and I would expect it to be front 7 on defense for sure.
The Colts become fascinating if they see quarterback go 1, 2, 3. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.